in for a daily general read. We're going to start with the Oracle Within before we go into tarot. But before we even begin with that, I want to set the intention for this channeling to assist all its viewers with activating and anchoring in their highest timeline as well as their highest self. Okay, Spirit, what is the most important message for my collective at this time? Create a visualization, 171, breaking down to a 9, okay. It says, use creative visualization to see yourself as a happy, healthy, whole person. This could very much relate to the first reading, which is about balancing masculine and feminine energies. When it said whole, I just got that indication of it's about both sides of you, you know? The following are basic guidelines. Lie down, close your eyes, and relax. Create and manipulate sensory impressions by imagining your reality as you want it to be. Transform your words and desires into positive visual images. Then deepen your relaxation and intensify your impressions. Add details, movement, depth, and style. Dwell upon the harmonious aspects of your life, both in the present and in the future. Harmony was also coming up as a synchronicity. Explore any resistance that may come up during the visualization session. Support your visualizations with positive affirmations in the present tense, such as, I am self-accepting. I now exercise regularly. Practice visualization daily. In case of severe or life-threatening illness, practice visualization at least 3 to 4 times a day. Gear your sessions to specific images that assist your body to overcome illnesses. With daily practice, your images will become more vivid and clear. Like any personal process, visualization generates changes over a period of time. I'm hearing some ringing. So visualization could be very, very relevant for some of you at this moment in time in assisting your self-image as well as developing a new self-image. Meditation is definitely something that could benefit the collective, and everyone's idea of meditation is a bit different. So just find something that suits you that can just stabilize your energetic field, because as I mentioned in the last reading, I was getting the feeling of energetic hemorrhaging, which is kind of just like an exertion of frantic, a bit frazzled energy. It kind of feels like TV static, but like compounded. So let's go into this soul's journey to get a vibe check. With love, light, and gratitude, I call upon the ascended masters, archangels, ancestors, guardians, galactics, and guides of the highest white light and the frequency of love to assist me in channeling messages clearly and concisely for the highest good of my collective. I'm also going to lovingly and adoringly call upon Saint Germain of the Violet Flame to assist me and all worthy hearts at the effortless and immediate task of effortlessly transmuting any lower level energies, entities, and others that seek to influence us or Gaia at this time. Thank you for blessings, thank you for protection, thank you for guidance, and thank you for connection. I'm also going to declare immediate and complete energetic sovereignty for both myself as well as the collective. We are going to blind and block any illegitimate or unlawful remote viewers, psychics, spies, whomever. We are going to repel any external energies that are not for our highest good, and we are going to reclaim our yummy divine energy from any external people, places, things, habits, in order to energetically stabilize ourselves. We've got regret out here. It says, I know that I cannot change the past. And indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. The feeling I get from this is that somebody's maybe made a change recently that they are kind of wavering a bit on. And maybe that's why this visualization exercise is being suggested for you, collective. You're asked to imagine and anchor in that better timeline for yourself in order to keep you on track to where you're supposed to be going. This little image kind of stands out to me. It looks like the wingding I used for one of my readings yesterday? No, today. I don't know when this reading's gonna post, but it was the most recent daily message that wasn't from today, right now when I'm filming. Using your intuition is very important here. I think that there's a possibility of judgment from others that may impact your ability to move forward, judgment of the self. Maybe there were wrongs done either to you or by you that are kind of holding you back from fully actualizing this new reality, a new way of being. I kind of get the feeling of like, I don't know the saying, but they say, you know, like the passageway into heaven is very narrow, is but a blip, and is a need to let go of regret, indecision, worry, judgment, grief from the past in order for you to have all of your energetic sovereignty focused on what you want to create and anchor in versus what you can no longer change from the past. So let's go in with the Star Child Tarot. We've got the Ten of Swords here in reverse. That is strange. I don't know how that happened because all of these are upright currently, but evidently that regret, that indecision is putting somebody quite a bit up in their head. We've got shadowy swords energy, but it's possible to release that and to restore an equilibrium and a sense of harmonious existence within the self. So let's go ahead. Seven of Swords. Okay, more swords. And get some more information for the collective. All right. While I'm shuffling, if you want to just take a second to like think about how you could anchor in a positive timeline for yourself, whether that be something simple like I'm gonna go get myself a nice cup of tea later and it's gonna make me feel nice inside, and that can possibly raise my vibration from how I'm feeling currently. Or if it's something big like wanting to imagine a creative process coming to fruition, like, you know, do what you need to. Temperance in reverse. Okay. The struggle. Possible turning away from your guides, turning away from the divinity within, even a lack of balance. This could very much relate to the first reading of needing to balance the masculine and the feminine. I've seen the Ace of Swords in reverse twice, so there could be even that judgment upon yourself, whether that be from yourself or from external people, places, things, is really doing a number on possibly your ability to provide for yourself. This could be in regards to your finances, your physical health. As the book mentioned, maybe you're somebody who's experiencing a lot of big changes within your physical reality, whether that be in regards to your body or where you live or what you do for work. Ten of Pentacles is in question here, and it's interesting to see this upright. So what I think Spirit is indicating is that once you're able to achieve this sense of balance within yourself, you are going to gain quite a bit. And yes, this is the Ten of Pentacles, so it is about the earth realm, but I do feel it's about more than that. You know, it's about emotional satisfaction as well. It's about creative happiness and expression. Spirit, tell me more. Thank you. Queen of Swords, who did make an appearance in last reading. So this is the higher self, okay? This is the higher self that wants to be tapped into. And I think that Temperance is in reverse because this is not being activated within you. So I'm glad I set that intention for this reading because maybe this will be of some assistance for some of you. But this Queen of Swords energy is your higher self. It could even be your guides. But how it's coming through is that this is going to be you in 5 months, 5 years, 5 decades, whatever. This is you that right now you need to hold the idea of, that you need to visualize, that you need to channel in order to bring these beautiful things into your life. And right now you are possibly a bit attached to your lower timelines because of regret, because of indecision, because of uncertainty, or possibly even familiarity. But Spirit is urging you that once you activate this connection to the person that you're meant to be, you are going to be like just propelled forward. We got the moon that came out here in reverse. So this could be cutting oneself off from their intuition, from their guides, from their emotions even. This could be a suppression of energy, suppression of memories even. We've got the Four of Crystals. So the feeling I get here is somebody who's not doing that great, but they're trying to hold it together. They're trying to put on like a brave face. They're trying to, you know, pay the bills, go to work, go see friends. They are on the surface, they're holding it together, but beneath the surface, there's some waves, you know, and that's okay, collective. Or I guess this would be the wave, sorry, it's reversed in my phone. There's a focus on doing what you need to get by, and maybe that is what is attaching you to your lower timelines even further. Liars could be relevant. Maybe you're lying to yourself or somebody else is lying to you, because as you're holding on so tightly to these things that you feel you need to maintain, and I'm hearing some ringing, you're still acting in this energy. So while you think you're holding it together, what you're actually doing is holding on to this. And that's going to keep you in a state of unrest because you're not able to release the things that no longer serve you, even if that's just ways of thinking about yourself, plans you had for the future, or dreams, or whatever it may be. There's a need to identify what is really the deeper cause of this feeling of unrest, and also believe in the ability to transcend it by tapping into these higher vibration energies that are available to you at any time. I'm seeing this sword, how she has it up with the light on top of it as like an antenna. Like you can be like, I'm channeling my higher self today. I'm channeling my higher self. I'm channeling my best timeline, my highest timeline. Doing things like that might be really grounding for you, and ways to, as the Oracle within mentioned, like kind of visualize a different future for yourself in like just like random moments throughout the day. We got the Tower in reverse. So maybe there's been a big change. Maybe you are experiencing some pretty big health things that are scary, that are sudden, that are putting you in a place of feeling like, wow, so my physical reality is collapsing around me. My internal reality is going through a lot of really shocking changes, and you're just feeling like there's no balance in your life. And Spirit wants you to know that even if it may seem that way, that is not the case, because as long as you have that connection to your divinity, to yourself, to your inner paradise, you will always be okay. You will be able to overcome whatever is making you feel like you are in a place of instability and disaster and possibly crisis. So we've got the Star here with the Queen of Cups. Okay, that is the energy I like to see. Let's see if I can get some information on this Tower. Spirit, is there anything you need to know about this Tower in reverse? They also wanted me to say that if this transcendence of your lower timeline is not activated, I wanted to say achieved, but they said activated, it could potentially lead to a Tower. If this hasn't actively occurred, or you have not experienced this as of yet, this is kind of like a heads up. This is what could be in your future if you stay out of touch with your emotions and out of touch with your highest self. We had the Awakening card that came out on the fence. So as I was mentioning, it's like, do you want to be awake? Do you want to be in tune? Do you want to be in touch with yourself, your highest self, and your emotions, and operate on your higher timeline? Or do you want to stay asleep and therefore have things crumble around you because you didn't hear the alarms going off, and then, you know, the building falls down and you find yourself in the rubble? The choice is entirely yours. Okay, is there anything else that we need to know about this Spirit? Ooh. Anything else that we need to know? Knight of Swords in reverse. I didn't want to take these, but they said take them. And then the Sun in reverse. Okay, so this is an improper wielding of your mental energies that have turned that sword upon you instead of using it to protect or strengthen you This has been something that has extinguished your creative light, quite possibly. It could have put you down a hole, a rabbit hole of depression or lethargy or confusion. And it's just ultimately something that is distracting you from the reality of the circumstances, as well as possibly how you can resolve these circumstances, because we've got the sun and the moon here, as well as temperance. So that's saying that there is quite a bit of possibility for balance here, but all of these cards are in reverse. That's the thing. So I'm reading for somebody who has quite a bit of energy. You're a very strong person, but right now you aren't directing your energy in the most ideal way for your path forward, and Spirit is saying it's up to you. You know, currently you're in a place of indecision and overwhelm and regret, confusion, because of whatever has occurred or whatever is currently occurring, or maybe what you fear will occur as well, quite possibly. I'm hearing some ringing, so this could even be, again, a misuse of that sword energy and kind of like assuming that this tower is going to happen, thinking that the worst is going to occur, and that's kind of keeping you in this place of not wanting to make any moves at all, instead of using that sword energy and being like, yes, I'm free, I'm bold, I'm brave, I'm gonna go ahead and make some active decisive decisions in my life. I'm kind of stuck, you know. I'm, again, just staring into this pool of what could possibly be, and it puts me in a place of receiving from that lower timeline and holding on to these denser emotions that are preventing me from actualizing my highest self, my highest timeline, and healing this rumination, quite possibly, as well as whatever has plagued you from your past, or even just the fear of what could be. You know, there's a need to program your reality to be something different, and that is something that only you can do, collective. I think that it's important to realize that Spirit can tell you to do these things in every single reading you watch, and there's many synchronicities as they may so dole out, but ultimately if you don't choose to wield that sword of your own free will, then this is what you'll get, you know? So it's entirely up to you. What do you choose to visualize? What do you choose to put your energetic investment in? And I think that if this is something you've been struggling with, then it's a really good idea to get into the habit of visualization, or maybe scripting, or even like what do they call those? Vision boards. Or like I was saying, be like, I'm actively channeling my higher self. I am anchoring in my higher timeline. Things of the sort, you know? Let's go in with the Rose Oracle. Actually, no, the Star Seed Oracle, and get you a bit of advice before we close out, okay? Take some deep breaths with me if you don't mind. Okay, again, I like being dramatic. I'm a Leo, I can't help it. Don't be energetically hemorrhaging. Practice energetic sovereignty. You are the master of your own universe. You are the main character, but you need to act like it, you know? Okay, Water Your Garden was the card that I saw at the bottom of the deck when we first picked this up, and it came back out along some other ones. I'm not going to touch the other ones. We're going to go with this one, okay? Nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Maybe some of you need rest, and like an actual proper rest. Like, turn off the thoughts, turn off the shows, turn off the music, turn off the tarot readings, quite possibly, and like take some time to actually nourish yourself the way you would nourish a small child, or like a very small seedling, as I've mentioned in the past. Give yourself what you need. So that first requires you being in touch with yourself and being honest and actively understanding what you need versus what you want. You know, maybe you want to go out with your friends, but maybe what you need is to stay in and maybe do some art, or maybe just sleep or clean up a bit, you know? Things like that. Or maybe you want to stay up watching Netflix, but what you need to do is do that project that you've been putting off, or study, or things like that. It's about being honest, and it's about releasing that indecision from your life in order to channel your best self, heal from whatever's wounded you, whatever's distracted you, whatever's tried to keep you down in your lower vibrations, and then being able to water your own garden as well as other people's. They wanted me to look at this one as well, and this one says your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. Creative accountability is the theme for this reading. You are actively creating your reality, your existence, yourself every second of the day. So it's all about wielding your sword, your God-given sword, with appropriate authority and with the intention. Everything with intention, okay? So your challenge for the day is to be intentional about what you create, about how you're speaking to yourself, about what you choose to think about. You are very powerful, so start acting like it, okay? Love you. See you in the next one.